Good afternoon to each and everyone. Today we will be having a short discussion and sharing regarding sa human dignity and political exercises. Mamaya bawat isa ay mabibigyan ng pagkakataon to express their own opinions and thoughts regarding sa ating discussion given sa Bright Space. Una, gusto ko muna bigyan ng pakahulugan yung human dignity. It is our own identity. It is given to us mula pa nung mga bata pa tayo at magkamalay sa mundong ito. Kumbaga, it is a gift given from God for us to be involved in the society. On the other hand, human rights naman, ito naman ay isang privilege to do the things we want according to what is right. It is affiliated with laws. Itong dalawang bagay na to, advantage sa atin bilang mga tao. Dahil it serves as a special trait. Halimbawa na lang sa pagboto. Maaari tayong magdesisyon, pumili at bumoto nang gusto nating maging leader at may karapatan din tayo na halal or ihalal yung gusto natin. Nasa sa atin na nga lang ito kung timban natin ito ng tama. Kasi diba there are some people na binibenta nila yung dignidad nila para sa pera. Kumbaga, isa-sacrifice mo yung panandali ang pangangailangan mo para sa future ng lahat, diba? Alam nating lahat na man is the root of evil. We should not abuse what has given to us. Gamitin natin ng tama yung karapatan at dignidad na mayroon tayo kasi dyan magre-reflect yung magiging tayo in the future. Bibigyan tayo ng another view ni Ms. Esclavilla regarding dito. Ms. Esclavilla.
We believe that most people genuinely care about the world around them and want to make a difference. We believe that the government has a responsibility to support their people in exercising their basic democratic right. All of us have issues that affect us, whether it's racial justice, the environment, education, healthcare, reproductive rights, or earning a living wage. With all the challenges in today's world, it may be tempting to ask, why even bother with voting? But that's exactly what those focused on voter suppression hope for. That's literally where democracy dies. We believe the true questions for voters should be, what do you care enough about to get out and be counted? What good could possibly come of not exercising your right to vote? We all have a part in shaping the world we live in, and our voices matter. Vote for yourself, for your family, for your community, and for your country.
If you're a community leader, which of the following traits will you prioritize in your incumbency? Rearrange the list as you prefer and tell why and how. Ms. Donesa.
If I become the leader of the community, one day this will be my attributes. To begin with, the highest quality is trust. A strong sense of self is required of leaders. A leader who lacks confidence will never be successful. The person must have enough self-assurance to ensure that others are following him. Leaders must be certain about their choices and actions. People will not want to follow him if he is uncertain. So if you have the opportunity, run your community well. Second, emotionally mature. Local leaders need to be in harmony with their own emotional state and how it affects them. They must be able to withstand criticism because they must make decisions for the benefit of the general public despite resistance. Being emotionally mature means staying involved, welcoming dissenting opinions, and not overacting. Sometimes it means dealing with the intense emotions of others. Last, accessible or approachable. Leadership means listening carefully to others with desire to understand their concerns and ideas and perspectives. Elected officers are expected to be able to participate in fellowships through meetings and events, as well as by phone and email. It's important to engage in clear, diverse, and regular communication with the community.
How about you, Ms. Francisco?
When I become a leader, the first thing that I will do is be committed to my position as a leader. And if I'm the community leader, the important traits that I will prioritize are justice and companionship. Because justice is not equal in this country, and justice is for rich people. And I want to break that kind of thinking in this community. So I will commit myself to becoming a fair justice leader to give all of the people the justice that they deserve. I will also prioritize encouraging my people to have companionship not only with the rich people but also with all of the people, because I believe that we all deserve fair treatment and fair judgment. I will promise my community that I will do my best to become a great leader.
And lastly, for the question number 1, Miss ENITES.
If I were to become a community leader, I would prioritize integrity, a sense of responsibility, and intelligence. To start with integrity, being a good leader, I must be open and honest about the reason for my decision. I would pay close attention to people, give them a voice, and communicate clearly so that they understand the context in which the decisions are being made. I will strongly hold to the concept of transparency. The second characteristic is a sense of responsibility. A leader must have a sense of responsibility for organizational goals because only then can maximum capabilities be fully utilized. For this, I must motivate myself and instill a desire to perform to do the best of my abilities. Only then I can motivate my subordinates to do their best. The final one is intelligence. I must be extremely acquainted with the nature of my work and my subordinates' work in order to gain their trust and confidence.
In under what circumstances will you modify your traits priorities? Miss BARTE.
As we face calamities like the pandemic, that basically what we're facing right now, war and other circumstances that might affect our community, one of the traits that I should apply to this kind of events is being bold, or should I say fearless person. I apply the situation on how will I be the person that worries a lot but can face the reality, the situation, and the future. Of course, being bold or fearless person knows how to handle these calamities because they know how to be open, or they know how to understand why this kind of things are happening or might happen in a community, especially when it's unpredictable. Second, be the calmest person or be calm to help your mental, emotional, and physical health stress free. This is to avoid any breakdowns, anxiety, and overthinking. Being calm in any situation is a practice for you to brace yourself to any calamity. Be knowledgeable to any kinds of situation that might happen to your community in case of emergency. This is just to protect, help, or be considerate to the people around you.
How about you, Miss Alvarado?
Personality traits have been found to be related to a variety of health outcomes. COVID-19 has, has a significant detrimental influence on mental health. Its impact was originally observed in China, but it has since been documented more widely across the world. While main personality qualities are not intrinsically good or bad, broad correlations have been discovered between trait levels and a variety of outcomes, including overall healthiness, enjoyment, educational and financial achievement, and mental health concerns. High levels of extroversion, agreeableness, and consciousness, as well as lower levels of neuroticism, have been linked to more favorable outcomes. When it comes to resilience and coping following stressful experiences, similar patterns of connections have been discovered. One recent one recent meta-analysis examining the link between personality traits and mental health found that high levels of extroversion were most closely aligned with general coping.
And lastly, Mr. Bill.
The most important trait that I would apply if I became a leader is being committed and passionate about my role. As a leader, since the country is struggling with a pandemic, hunger, poverty, and a large number of deaths, I must use all my power to help my community. I must be passionate about my goals and vision to help so that my associates and the people would be fully on board even if it seems impossible. Being committed is not giving up in difficult times, but being always present to help your community. Always finding solution to the problems that we encounter even if the solution is short term, and not abandoning the people that are trusting me these times. A leader such as the President of Ukraine, who is fully committed to his position and would not leave his people behind even at times of war and pandemic.
And now, if you are an ordinary voting citizen, which of the following traits will you prefer for elected leaders and why? Miss Bebis.
Ayun, to summarize our thoughts in response to questions number 1 and 2, syempre it is critical na yung mapipiling leader works honorably, diligently, and with dedication and makes use of his or her education, expertise, experience, and professional ethics with a strong desire to serve on behalf of the country. Being the chosen one to lead the country entails paying close attention to concerns, ideas, movements. It is essential to commit to clear, diversified, and regular communication about the current issues and what needs to be addressed.
It's more than the bloodline, leads, or pledges to the country to be a good and qualified public servant. It is about the vital attributes, characteristics, and qualities that contribute to the nation's short and long-term well-being, taking into account the potential impact of decisions they are going to contribute now and to the future.
That's all for group number 1. Thank you.